They're still doing it. Pesky little birds, aren't they? Um, wish somebody would get around to arresting. They got life in prison. Somebody actually arrested. Domestic terrorism. That's what this is. Domestic terrorism is where they're influenced to get their own ideology in their own ways that violate the U.S. government's criminal law and are harmful to human life. It includes like kidnapping, drugging, raping, murder, all of it. Because they took the Constitution and shredded it. There's federal laws being broke, civil rights being broke, and they run around like no one will ever stop them. Now, I made a mistake on the video before. It was actually not November 2nd to the 3rd, but October 2nd to the 3rd, 21. It's around midnight. I'm at Mercy Medical in Canton. And I go in, and there's girls in there, so I put my earbuds in. I don't want them saying shit to me. So, I finally take them out. They walk up and went, Henry. She knows Henry can't come in this hospital. And Karen's Will didn't want to meet her because she couldn't get over being raped. Will's retired. I don't know who this Karen's Will is. It's a bad guy. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And they walk out. Well, I go out to my car because I'm upset. There's a lady out there. I help watch her. She's in Florida. They're all lying on her officer uniforms. Like, want to make sure no one says anything to her. Okay. It's October 2nd to the 3rd, 21 Mercy Medical. You can catch them. Just like Dunkin' Donuts 3 nights back about 11:48 p.m. Those kids in Dunkin' Donuts, we told that Henry had no right. They said, well, people said she was a bad person, so they didn't care what they did to her. And he said, we told them we don't care what people say. He had no right. Well, you know what's really mad? The men that watched me got in people's face, Karen, in Walmart. Karen's one of the best women you'd ever meet. Don't you ever disrespect her. And then that other guy yelling out, it's ridiculous for any child to be afraid of Karen. She's nothing but good and love. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I even had another guy with his kids. I looked at him and said, you will never take your eyes off of her when you see her. I want you to know my children will never disrespect you. Karen's one of the best women you'd ever meet in life. She's a hard worker and da-da-da. And he's sitting there bragging all over me to his children. Had other ones bring their small children around me. And if they see me out, they wave. Okay. Because we did the safety in numbers after God's sake. All right. I guess somebody had mentioned that Henry was doing an experiment, and people act like he's the one that cut me up. Now I'm telling you, like I said on the other video, that 1260 Fairlawn, she was seen with a guy that pretended he was FBI Fargo Wilbur. The one that looks like that guy from Caucasian. There's a medium blue view. There was a big fat girl with big boobs, blonde hair, not real pretty. Said she was sleeping with Dave. Her parents were right in my face. They were gonna steal everything I had on my tormenting me. Okay? And it's supposed to be dating Michelle, a young, pretty blonde girl, retired Judge Pete's daughter. There's supposed to be a Lauren, that big boob girl, and a dark hair girl. he was dating. He had 17 girlfriends in high school. So he gave up that life for God. Oh, I did. It was either Delano, Eddie, or one of the other guys in Paymer. You think you're better than her dating all those women. I walk over in a church and there's a bunch of people around us. I go up, don't believe, what is he talking about? He don't know what he's talking about. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Okay, that was right before it started. Some idiot from Ravenna said that he had seen all them and he told all of them he didn't want me anymore. And he wanted to get rid of me. So they decided instead of getting his plate saying some weirdo 60-year-old man was trying to get rid of his wife looking for assassins. Get his plates and turn him over the place because that would be normal. Right? Mm-hmm. But if you're a serial killing group, fresh meat. Because why would you participate? Exactly. Like most people say, this is sick. The whole thing is sick. The shower scene in the other room, the drug confessions. I've never been questioned on wrongdoing, never prosecuted, never found guilty. You don't get a coroner watch somebody. Your police and agencies can only be in a home under the threat of life cases set up correctly. Otherwise, it's a legal search and seizure, even the police back with that and the Department of Justice. It's not admissible what they did. They told that at the Oakland apartment, December 9, 21, it's just a bunch of men out here doing crimes to see if someone will stop them. And one of my guards from the case, white man, bald, dark eyes, distributing food the same day, December 9, 21, comes out and said they always knew the tapes before were them, not me. So they didn't say a word. Well, Ed was talking to that African American man at the Oakland apartment that works with him. Because they're out there screaming stuff driving by. So it's not funny what's going on. He said, I know. I told him all the tapes before were them, not her, and it's just a bunch of men doing crimes. And the guy at the Hunger Task Force said the same thing. So he knew about it for Christmas. Just like May 12th, 22, Bubba's Restaurant had on the patio area, there's a big old camera. Whole group of guys have been following me. Yell out, we found a tape of those boys admitting it was a shower scene in the other room. None of this is funny. Okay? Well, a week ago Thursday, I went over there, make sure there's a camera so the police can pull it. Okay? I go to use the bathroom at KFC. And then I thought, well, go ahead and get something to eat. And I was going to eat at my car so they'd leave me alone. And I thought, I want to sit at a table like a human being. And I go to eat, and some big fat man comes in. The attorney had it set up so it looked like she was weird with herself. And some idiot man told on him for the shower scene in the other room. And I can't use it. I'm like, shut up. It wasn't an idiot man. It was a man with integrity. There was more than that. Okay. Just like the drug confessions telling me to say stuff. I can give you a big long list of them. Okay? But yeah, that 1260 Fairlawn, she was seen with the guy that went to Paymer. And pretend he was FBI Fargo Wahlberg. The guy looks like the cooking show guy. Driving the medium blue vehicle. That heavy-set blonde girl said she was dating Dave with the big boobs. Was seen in that same vehicle. I bet it's his sister. What's really sick? The cop that raped me walked out with her. And that's how wrapped up tight she is in all this, and I don't know her. She didn't have a coroner watch me. I don't know who she is, and I don't even know her part of it. I know that Massillon police are looking for Stephen Eric for stalking. November 24th, 21, 8:40 a.m. I'm stuck here on Wells Road. I'm officer in uniform. I'm here to watch her. There's a Stephen Avery stalking her, and it's finally got funny after everything they did. Nothing's invisible. And they said they didn't know who they were. Just like the Hunger Task Force, I went back there again. Should be before Christmas, no later than January 3rd, 22. But then Christmas of 21. There's securities walk around the forums here, no one to say a word. Some guys come out. Pardon me, that guy knew what they did to her before. He didn't say a word, and some guy named Eric, and we don't know who he is yet. You can't watch somebody in their house. How would these people like these weirdos to come up and say, we had a quarter march, we beat off a cop to break in and somebody had a bruise on your leg and you were sick one day? We had a use sodium Benadryl on you, and now we place charges against you. Now give up everything in life or we'll put you in jail. It's called 911 serial killer. Somebody's been stalking me in my home and broke in and drugged me up. That's why the police don't worry about a thing. What they did was illegal. It's illegal to be on somebody's home no matter what until we'll take your statement and agree to protect you. That's it. It's a protected life cases set up correctly and nothing else. It's a right to privacy. So, and then that heavy set cop had to talk to Dave per Department of Justice. Who do you report? Anybody with Department of Justice, FBI, local police department. And ICE, under the Fourth Amendment, right to privacy makes it a legal search and seizure. So, did they report her? Is that ridiculous? It's ridiculous. Further in the law, police and agencies can only be in a home under a threat of life. Failure to notify for initiating and speaking to the other person at home is abuse and misconduct, and failure to protect is abuse and misconduct. Then it goes into the right of privacy, illegal search and seizure. So the only thing Will did right is he nailed the protected life case. He took my, like Officer Reinhardt Louisville said, until he took your statement, agreed to protect you, nobody could be in your home. It's illegal to be in somebody's home. It is. People forget we live in the United States of America. We have a right to privacy. We have a whole lot more rights too. See, well, I had to take my statement, I had to have a witness. And then a heavyset cop made a public statement within a day or two at Walmart 62 by the food counter. I asked Dave about those people threatening her, and he better not put his hands on her until I find out what's going on. Until you talk to Dave, nobody can be in my home. It's a legal search and seizure. It's like 5 years. That's why they're looking for those people for stalking. They can't just break in and watch you. That's sick. You gotta think the FBI can't even be in drug lords' homes. They can't even be in people bailed out of murder charges. The most they can do is put an ankle bracelet on it as it go off if they go 100 feet from their house. Because this is the way the court taught. Because you have the right to remain quiet, right to a legal representation, a right to a fair court trial, bail and bond. You have a right to privacy. These people also have a right to go to church. You have a right to have a cell phone. You have a right to watch TV and the news and read a book, and your kids can go to school because there's freedom of press. You also have a right to freedom of speech. You can say you don't like the president, you don't like laws, and they can't arrest you. See what I mean? People forget where we actually live. This is a domestic terrorism group. Instead of saying, my God, those idiots stalked her, they dragged her up and told her to say something stupid. Please tell me no one even worry about it. We couldn't even look or listen. It was illegal for what they did. They can't be in your home watching. And what's really sad? January 1st to the 25th of 22, Circle K gas station, Fulton Road by 6th Street, 7 and 9 in the morning. They probably still have this surveillance. There's there's a group of women while I'm using the restroom or outside the restroom door. We made a big mistake being wrong. Me and my group can verify she never said she did anything wrong before. She was the toxic water shower scene lady. That's all further altered. The spotlight, what you get? You get the shower scene, where I had orange and grapefruit sized bruises and hammers in my arms, and I'm like, did I squeeze myself? And the fingerprints are bigger than my hands. They said they were even beating me before under drugs. Some lady said the other day in Walmart they were actually trying to kill you with those drugs. Gotta think. I couldn't even keep slime down at Walmart. Because who the hell watches somebody in their home? Terrorists, stalkers, serial killers. That's it. You don't can't go and watch them. That's ridiculous. Even the cops laugh at that. Right. Nobody drugs anybody but the same. First thing I said to Abigail Walk against Portage County prosecutor. FBI don't use sodium methyl. I know. Nobody does. I know. Nobody drugs anybody. I know. Okay. Nobody uses neural chips either. Neural chips are real. They're used for paralyzed patients. Medical field since 16. Paralyzed man plays video game with brain chip. Paralyzed man plays computer with brain chip. Comes up with a cell phone. It's medical field stuff. They tried it in 2005 in Quantico Bay, and they got 20 years. Our U.S. government recognizes remote neuromonitoring electronic brain links as a legal strategy for the truth. Our U.S. government does. It's against all basic human rights and all human dignity. Comes with a 20-year sentence. And who steals police lock-ins and sells them? Terrorists and serial killers. And pretends they're FBI and frames them. People aren't realizing how fucking stupid they are, even laughing at me. Like they said, we all know they framed her before. I've never been questioned with Miranda rights, never prosecuted, never found guilty. Their stuff's not admissible. They're trying to stall till the chip kills me. They already told me that too. They want me to die. They're the hired assassins. The churches took up money to hire me to kill you. Listen. Because a normal group of girls in their 20s and a 60-year-old ass comes up, I want to get rid of my wife. I've been trying to kill her. I don't know anymore. How am I get out with that? Who would say that? Serial killers. Otherwise, they'd be saying, you gotta be kidding. Get away from me. And have one of the girls try to find out his plate number and call the cops. This old ass showed up and started to get rid of his wife and force people to hop out. Because that would be normal. Yeah, people aren't thinking this through. How not funny this is. I've never been questioned. They even told people they never talked to me. They just used sodium pentothal me true serum. It's a lethal outlaw drug. You say yes to anything. It killed Michael Jackson. Think of it. Where would they get it? It's outlawed. Vets use it to put animals down. Side effect, you say yes to anything. I was talking to this one guy. He said, that stuff makes you so crazy. They could tell you that you tried to kill the president and you'd actually think you did. They implant false memories of that. It's crazy. It's my frequency stuff. This lethal. When people realize and actually look, how can they look at their children and say it's okay to drug and Photoshop the wife because we're going to get money out of it? We walk in church because we're good people. God don't care if we drugged and framed this poor woman. We weren't trying to kill her, we we're terrorizing her. So we called firewood for help, baby. Lucky a lightning bolt will come down. How do they even look in the mirror? Do you know I've had men come up and apologize to me? We're sorry for participating